Good morning. We are delighted to have our alumni entrepreneur today. Her name is Kshama Jain, and we are very proud of her and her achievements. Thank you, Shama, for joining us today.
Thank you, sir, for having me here.
So, Shama, why don't you tell our students about yourself?
Hi, I'm Kshama Jain. I'm the founder at Rise Global Study Abroad Consultancy, and I also work at a water and wastewater treatment company called Pure One Water Industries. So, I'm delighted to be here back to college. I did my bachelor's in management studies from HR College from 2016 to 2019, and after that, I went on to pursue a master's degree in innovation, entrepreneurship, and management at Imperial College in London. And yeah, I'm here.
Wow, that's awesome. So, you basically enjoyed your entire junior college and degree college at HR. So, Shama, how was your time at HR college? You spent good 3 plus 2 5 years at HR college. So, how were your 5 years at HR?
My 5 years at HR college were amazing because of two reasons. Firstly, the kind of people I met here at various events in my class, the professors, the alumni, all of them, they shaped my experience, and I think because of that, my 5 years were amazing. Secondly, the clubs and the events that used to happen at college, there was a lot of information and knowledge that was flowing in various ways, not just through the books, but even outside. So there was a lot of extracurricular development that I would say that HR college has given me, and these were like what shaped my 5 years at college.
Absolutely. I'm delighted that she shared the vision of HR College, which is not only classroom, but from classroom to careers to communities. So we ensure that the students not only are engaged during classroom, but they become responsible members in the community. So I'm glad that you are one, because I've also been told you work with the Jain community very closely. Would you share what do you do with the Jain community?
So I'm a part of this organization called JITO, which is Jain International Trade Organization, where all the Jains who are in business, they've come together to promote each other's businesses. And now we're opening up and also helping other non-Jain businesses in whatever ways we can. So we have various initiatives like GIF, which is the Innovation Incubation Foundation, and CFE, where Center for Excellence, where we promote skill development and education.
Excellent. So you're taking care of both
I'm
the
taking care of CFE, which is the educational initiatives
education initiative.
nationally. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. So, what motivated you to start your own business? Because HR college has wonderful placements, and if I remember you correctly, you were also part of the international programs committee, right? And suddenly you decided to move to entrepreneurship. Having opportunities of good jobs available, it's like leaving the bird in hand and going for two. So, what motivated you to do that?
मारवाड़ी हूँ So मेरे टाइम पे placements, there was EY, Deloitte, all these companies, and my peers moved on to working at these companies. I feel very grateful I took the entrepreneur. Firstly, all the professors here were very, very supportive, like you as well.
Thank you.
I started my first venture when I was in 12th standard here at HR College, SYJC जो था. And सबने बहुत ज़्यादा support किया. Like the peers didn't understand वो time पे entrepreneurship wave, Shark Tank नहीं आया था अब तक. But घर पे बचपन से when I was in 5th मुझे एस्ट्रोनॉट बनना था एंड माई मॉम वाज लाइक एस्ट्रोनॉट तो कोई भी बन सकता है हमें बिजनेस करना है सो इन अ मारवाड़ी फैमिली ऑलरेडी हैव दैट मेंटालिटी एंड 10th के बाद सब पूछते हैं व्हाट नेक्स्ट तो कॉलेज जाना तो बहुत बेसिक चीज़ है पीपल डोंट रिगार्ड इट so naturally I was inclined towards starting a business. I was very passionate about education, so I wanted to promote that. And in 12th I started my first venture, and HR college helped me so much because anything and everything that used to happen in college, for example the guest lectures, I remember very well once we had the director of Flame University come here, and that was the time I wanted to launch my product. So I got a chance to speak with him. This was just one opportunity. 5 years में ऐसे 500 opportunities HR college ने दिए थे, जिससे जो छोटा थोड़ा बहुत फ्यूल था एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप का वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा, जो थोड़ी बहुत फायर थी उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा फ्यूल आ गया.
थैंक यू शमा, आपने बहुत ही बेहतरीन तरीके से बताया कि मारवाड़ी खून है, बिजनेस तो करना ही करना है. आई थिंक ये हमारे स्टूडेंट्स के लिए बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है कि whenever ये गेस्ट लेक्चर्स होते हैं, if they attend, you don't know which lecture has touched you where, which chord of you has it has triggered which chord in you. आपको कौन सा तार जोड़ लिया उसने जो आपको उस एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप जर्नी की तरफ ले जा रहा है. सो इट्स नॉट ओनली क्लासरूम. अगर आप क्लासरूम के एक्स्ट्रा जाके ये जो पॉडकास्ट सुन रहे हैं, क्या पता ये भी आपको एक दिन इंस्पायर कर ले कि आप कुछ कर सके अपने लाइफ में. तो आई थिंक दिस इज अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग जो हमें शमा ने बताई है कि शी वॉज always passionate, and of course family matters. It's the background also that matters, where it's not the money, it's about the discussions कि dinner table पे आपकी क्या conversation चल रही है.
But sir, if you don't come from a family of businessmen, it's the people you surround yourself with that matter.
Absolutely.
Mentorship जो HR college में बहुत ही easily हमें मिल गई थी. The
Thank you.
first day when I was here, I had met Shani ma'am,
Of
and in her
course.
cabin, 11th standard, a young girl, she's just come out of 10th standard. उनको मैम इतने बड़े questions पूछ रही है कि आपका लाइफ में पैशन क्या है, गोल क्या है, and like a very naive person, I said, मैम पैसे कमाने हैं. So she was like, no, you need to have a passion, think about it. And that's when I got inspired and I was like, अच्छा मैं कभी ना कभी education में कुछ करूँगी. So just the
Absolutely.
people you surround yourself with really matter.
Absolutely. Wonderful. Thank you, Kshama. I think ये बहुत ही important बात आज क्षमा ने कही है, is like what's your purpose in life? Making money is everybody's dream. That is one thing which is there. But what is that one thing that impacts you per se? The same question was asked to me by Dr. Shahani, and after 2 years, I went back to her and told her, "Ma'am, I want to ignite minds and awaken hearts." So whatever I do in education, I will try to ignite minds and awaken hearts. So I think we have a common thread there,
Yeah.
where we both are looking towards the education sector, and I'm delighted that you're doing very well, helping students to achieve their careers.
Because
Wonderful.
of your blessings.
Great. So आपने जब अपनी entrepreneurship journey चालू की, were there any hiccups? Were there any challenges? Were there any those moments where you felt dull? अरे यार ये मैं क्या कर रही हूँ?
As an entrepreneur, you feel that a lot of times because so every day is different, yet every day is very same. बहुत बार feel होता है कि क्या कर रही हूँ, am I on the right track or not? Like sometimes there's a light at the end of the tunnel, but बहुत लोगों को लगता है कि वो ट्रेन है जो आके हमें hit कर देगी. There are ups and downs as an entrepreneur. When I start, so your question is specifically जब मैंने journey start की थी.
Yes.
When I started the journey, it felt very easy because I didn't know what's coming. So the first year of college वाला period था, second year of college, you don't have a lot of other things in your life. So very easily, like, वही as if काम करना है. And you don't know कि क्या problems हो सकती है until you've not seen it. तो बहुत easy था वो वाला part. Until the problems really came in and then you realize that अगर grow करना है तो फिर बहुत ज़्यादा problems आने वाली है.
Absolutely. So another thing that I could, comprehend from Shama is that she got a lot of support at college, and she got a lot of mentorship at college, and HR college is always available for you. So if you have any apprehensions, any questions, you should walk up to your professors, walk up to your guest faculty, walk up to your coordinator, vice principals, anyone. Just walk up to them and talk to them about your ideas and your even the wildest thought that come to your mind. Just talk.
Yeah.
So that
Like
is
I-
what. Yeah, go ahead.
Like I remember my friends were studying at other colleges and they all also wanted to start companies क्योंकि सब साथ में होते थे, सब इंस्पायर होते थे, but उनको कॉलेज से छुट्टी नहीं मिलती थी. So when I went to Rajeshwari ma'am, who's not there at HR anymore, I think.
She retired. Yeah,
She-
she's a
yeah.
very a senior member. She retired as the vice principal, and
But at that time, she was the BMS coordinator
Yes.
as well, and she was like, "Okay, why are you missing classes?" And I said, "I'm very mindful of what classes I'm missing because I'm doing this on the side, and sometimes I have to go for some meetings." And she was so supportive. So she allowed me to cover up for my missing lectures or the missed information out of class. And she also made sure that the CRs know about what I'm doing. So that was the support that I feel HR gave me early on, which a lot of peers of mine missed out.
awesome. So she kept her 75% attendance, and she ensured that she could balance between the regulation, that is the attendance, and the outcome, that is the entrepreneurship that she wanted. So she struck a right balance on campus. And do you think that it is best to start your journey at campus, because even if you fail you can go back to a job, or no, it's like there is no age for entrepreneurship?
There is no age for entrepreneurship, but I think it's a very, very big move. So I think so. Rise Global is my third venture, and after Rise started, I think एक साल तक मैं शांति से सोई नहीं थी. So if you're up for it, you should definitely take it. If you think you have a backup, जैसे अगर मुझे पता होता कुछ नहीं तो मैं जॉब तो ले ही लूंगी, तो मैं इतना हसल नहीं कर पाती. So I feel students should start as early as they can, but don't think of a backup. Just लगे रहो और one day you will achieve success.
So it's the hustle that also motivates her
Yeah.
to be in the business, because that's the action she likes and the adrenaline that she gets from doing what she wants to achieve. So that is really wonderful. Another question about scalability, because you're in a profession which is counseling, study abroad counseling,
Yeah.
or consulting, if I may put it in different words, but it is also about shaping careers.
Correct.
If I have to put it in a very simple terms. So people want to come to Kshama. How do you scale up a model which is person driven, and how does it happen?
सर आपने दुखती नस पकड़ ली. Okay, so we're trying to maintain that where I am involved in almost all the decision making in a student's life, but we've made our process very, very streamlined in terms of. So advice, I'm not giving advice based on intuition. Anything, any advice that I give to my student is based on certain metrics, and these metrics can be taught to my counselors as well, who are very senior counselors. So we have people ex Harvard also on our team.
Awesome.
Yeah, and that is how we replicate. And I feel that my team is more capable of counseling than I am now.
Awesome.
So that's how we are replicating our service. More than that, we don't want to promote study abroad. So if there's anyone who wants to study abroad, we'll help them reach the best places. So that makes our market very, very small. And that is why, but that allows us to give genuine advice, unbiased advice. And that is why we are venturing out into other things. For example, we become extended entrepreneurship cells for colleges. Yeah.
Awesome. So how do you become an extended entrepreneurship cell for any college?
Uh, so basically, we run this venture called All Things Career, and we become white labeled solutions for colleges. For example, HR में e-cell है, so we will become the e-cell for HR college, and any student requires any assistance regarding startups, funding, mentorship, or if they want to be we help them be a part of the startup ecosystem by keeping them aware of all the events that are happening. We take students to these events with us, and
Awesome.
so we become e-cell of XYZ college.
Excellent. So that's a wonderful initiative that Kshama and her team has taken, and I'm glad that you're doing this and helping those colleges where there are limited accessibility or where there is no reach of the entrepreneurship culture, if I may put it that way. That's wonderful. So Kshama, I have another few questions which are more personal to you. So if you have to choose a partner in life or in business, what would it be? Again, an entrepreneur or otherwise?
I so पहले बिजनेस आंसर करती हूँ या
Okay.
ठीक है, दोनों का आंसर सेम ही है. ग्रोथ माइंडसेट होना जरूरी है, बट एज एन इट्स देयर इज नो क्राइटेरिया कि एंटरप्रेन्योर ही होना चाहिए. एनीवन हु इज इन बिजनेस और इन लाइफ, देयर आर 3 थिंग्स दैट आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, दैट आर कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ पीपल दैट कैन नॉट चेंज विद टाइम. तो इंटेग्रिटी जो होती है, ट्रस्ट, या फिर बेसिकली बीइंग लॉयल, बिजनेस में भी बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है और लाइफ में भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. एंड विलिंगनेस टू लर्न न्यू थिंग्स या विलिंगनेस टू डू एनीथिंग, अगर वो है तो. सो टाइम्स आर चेंजिंग. आज जैसे पॉडकास्टिंग इज द न्यू नॉर्म, कल कोई और मार्केटिंग स्ट्रैटेजी आएगी. अगर हमारा विलिंगनेस टू लर्न है तो हम कुछ भी सीख के कुछ भी करने के लिए रेडी हो जाएंगे. सो दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड द थर्ड थिंग इज रिस्पेक्ट. So as far as there is respect in the air, everything is fine.
Super.
So these are the 3 main things I feel everyone should look at while finding a partner.
Wow, excellent. I think a very interesting answer for both life and profession per se, where respect, growth mindset, and willingness to learn is something, and loyalty, of course. These 4 things that Kshama said are very, very important in life. And I think, yes, because a lot of the startups today are founders and co-founders together. So whether you should have a founder or not have a co-founder with you, I mean, when you are the founder, whether you should have a co-founder with you or no, I think this is one litmus test you can learn from Kshama, and maybe you may have your own 2-3 more criterias in that. But to the students, I think this is something that you should be mindful of when you are thinking of having a co-founder with you, whom you're going to share majority of your time with.
Yeah.
In both places, maybe it's your personal life or business per se. So I think it's a very interesting conversation, because before that, when on coffee we were discussing about that. So I thought it will benefit the students if I ask you this question on air. And as she rightly said, growth mindset. So this is the eSales initiative. I was not very sure what is this podcast and how does it work, etc., etc. And the eSale told me, sir, बाकी सब हम देख लेंगे, आप सिर्फ आके इधर सोफा पे बैठना और जो आप करते हो आप करना, बाकी ये सब editing, shooting and all those things we'll do it. And thanks to the Hyderabad National Collegiate Board, so this is the studio which is just next door to college, and this is the recording room created by the HSNC board, which is the management for HR college. So this is the growth mindset that the eSale have, and I give kudos to all of them for doing this wonderful initiative. So if any one of our entrepreneurs, alumni entrepreneurs, are looking out to come and take Kshama's chair here, so please write to the eSale or follow them on their social media link and send them a DM. I didn't know what is DM until today morning. They told me, sir, you have to say DM. And once you say that, people will understand that you're also very cool now. So please send them a message, and they will get in touch with you once your profile is shortlisted. So great. So Kshama, one more question. Since you've been in HR, you know the culture, you know the people, you know the processes. So if you have to give one message to all the students of HR college who are budding entrepreneurs, what would that be?
I would say if budding entrepreneurs were in the most initial stage, don't say no to any opportunity. Every single opportunity at HR college will teach you something which will be a transferable skill when you're coming out of college and becoming a, I would say, okay, can I say this again? Take a
Yeah.
message. Anyone who's a budding entrepreneur in the very initial stage, I would say don't say no to any opportunity that is coming your way. A lot of things will come on your plate. Take up everything in the first 2 years or until you can, and then decide what's the best for you because every opportunity is going to teach you a transferable skill. For example, I don't know अभी भी है नहीं, but मेरे time पे एक club था called Choice. तो Choice में 3 चीजें होती थी. uh, of course the performers were there, then there were supporting people who were making creatives for these performers. जैसे स्टेज पे कोई डांस करने वाला है उसको पेड़ पकड़ के खड़ा रहना है तो ट्री हम बना रहे हैं. So even someone who did that learned a lot of things in terms of creativity, and that is why I feel that anyone who's at HR college and involved in these activities, bare minimum एक अच्छे communicator तो बन के ही निकलोगे कॉलेज से, provided you be part of all these activities.
Excellent. I think Shama ने आपको बहुत ही important message दिया है that be part of these clubs. So Choice now is rebranded as the cultural committee, and Choice has won many intercollegiate, intracollegiate, national, international festivals for HR college, and we have had great products of Choice who are now also on TV. Whenever I switch on the TV and there is any reality show going on or any other show going on, there is one or the other HR college student there, and we feel very proud when we see them on television. So I think Shama has beautifully said that don't remain restricted to your classroom. Please step out of that and take up activities in college.
सो ड्यूरिंग कॉलेज बहुत बार जो टॉप 5 बच्चे होते हैं जो एक्चुअली सेलिब्रिटीज होते हैं वो बहुत इजीली पार्ट बन जाते हैं एक्टिविटीज का. द अदर 95 पीपल थिंक दैट what if I won't get a good opportunity, how do I be a part of it? So students should not think of that. Just take up anything and everything that you can during you're in college.
Excellent. So thank you so much, Shama, for your time, and we are delighted to have you back on campus and back on this podcast. This is wonderful for you to share your journey with our students, and I'm sure that definitely this podcast would have touched some or the other chord in you, and you never know, that would strike a chord with you and you might start your entrepreneurship journey. So these podcasts are for you guys, and please go ahead and suggest any more topics or any more suggestions that you have to improvise this podcast, and we'll be happy to take your suggestions. So thank you, Shama, for
Thank you so
coming
much,
here.
sir.
All the best and do well in your career and life.
Thank you for having me here. It feels great to actually come back to college.
Absolutely. Wonderful. God bless you. Take care.